for example, the chocolate ice cream has only raw cacao, coconut milk, and dates. And everybody loves this ice cream. When I run out of this ice cream, it's always horrible.
I'm George Siegel, and this is the Tell Us How to Make It Better podcast. Every week we introduce you to people who are working on real-world problems and providing actual solutions. Tell Us How to Make It Better is partnering with the Readiness Lab, the home for podcasts, webinars, and training in the field of emergency and disaster services.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me on this week's Tell Us How to Make It Better podcast. Continuing the theme of last week, where I was out at Sweetwater Organic Community Farm here in Tampa, I met another local business here in Tampa. Now, I happen to be one of those people that is gluten-free and dairy-free. I had an allergy test several years ago, and they said those are two things I should not be eating. And so it makes eating a challenge, and it makes having good desserts even more challenging. Well, I was so excited when I found this business right here near where I live that has amazing desserts that are gluten-free and dairy-free. Simone is the owner of Coco N'Ice, located in South Tampa. Hi, Simone.
Hi, George. How are you doing?
I'm fantastic. So tell everybody what exactly you have going here, because I was saying how excited I was to find a place where I could actually eat gluten-free and dairy-free and have amazing desserts. What made you start a business like this?
Yeah, it's a long story behind it. I was very sick. I had Hashimoto, this autoimmune disease from the thyroid. And everybody was telling me it's unhealable and that I have to take this medication, this thyroxine. But when I took this in the beginning, it gave me a lot of side effects, and I decided I have to figure out another way to heal this. And then I did a lot of research and was studying a lot, and so I came to the point that probably a raw food diet, a strict diet without gluten, sugar, a lot of greens, coconuts, and Brazilian nuts, because they have a lot of selenium, what's good for the thyroid. It could heal myself, and it worked. And so I wanted to share my success with others, and I got one day the idea to make ice cream and healthy desserts.
Now, a lot of the places that I've been to that I always say the term "feed my people," because I consider the gluten-free, dairy-free people a special breed. You sacrifice something when you make those dishes. So they either load them up with sugar or they load them up with palm oil or other stuff that just ruins the good of it. How do you avoid doing that?
Yeah, I work instead of processed sugar with dates. Those are amazing. And they are fat-free, controlling the blood sugar. So dates are really the best sweetener. The other sweetener I figured out with the years is coconut sugar, because it's also unprocessed, it's low glycemic, and it's also good for, it keeps the blood sugar in a good level. So, because I am so fanatic that I healed myself, and I know it's only possible with real, clean, and whole food. Just wanted to share this.
So if you're a person that's, say, pre-diabetic, and so if I go have an acai bowl at some of these places that are popping up around Tampa, there's probably 60 grams of sugar in that. When I have your ice cream, what am I looking at sugar-wise? Because it tastes so amazing, but I seem to function well on it.
Yeah, the key ingredients are only coconut milk and dates, and the flavor. For example, your favorite flavor is vanilla. They have cashews and pure vanilla powder. I even don't work with this artificial vanilla, so I only use real ingredients, unprocessed ingredients. And as more simple, it's better. Better it is.
Okay, then this is an obvious question. Why aren't more people doing it? Why do they put so much garbage in there that ruins the health value of the food?
Yeah, I think to get a good taste. They think to get a good taste out of it, but it's actually the other side. When you only put pure ingredients inside, it's turning out the best. So this is my, when I went to this holistic school, there was always a part for raw dishes, and we could experiment how we wanted. And most of my the other students there, they put everything inside, and it gave me always problems, digestion problems. And when I just use 2 or 3 ingredients, it's the best. It tastes better, and it's better for your digestion system, and you feel a lot better. It's just that we are lost our taste buds with all this artificial food, and so it's difficult to find the way back to nature.
So how are you finding that people respond to this? When I lived in Seattle, there used to be a lot of crummy Chinese food in my neighborhood. And then an amazing place opened up, and nobody went there. And I asked the guy one night as we were looking at the line around the block at the place that had horrible Chinese food, why aren't more people at your place? And he goes, because they don't know any better. So when you do something like you're doing, how do people know better? How do they know that this is something they should be eating instead of all that garbage?
Yeah, I think a lot of really aware people are finding this place. A lot of people, they were sick, or even if they only have dairy intolerance. And once they try the products, it convinced them that it's really good for them, and that's simple and low ingredients can be healthy and tasty.
Yeah, for some people, it's an acquired taste. There's another place that claim they have gluten-free, dairy-free right up the street from you that my kids love going to. After I ate your ice cream, I couldn't go there anymore because, I'm not just saying that because I'm standing in front of you. I used to think that was good. Now it just tastes like sugary garbage, and your stuff is so good. So is there an acquired taste for some people? Once you get used to it, it's hard to go back.
Probably, yeah, you feel, first it's made from here. My passion, my heart, all my passion is inside. And yeah, it's my big desire that I can bring people back to nature. And I don't know, once you, for example, the chocolate ice cream is only raw cacao, coconut milk, and dates. And everybody loves this ice cream. When I run out of this ice cream, it's always horrible. So
I know you've gotten me a little upset a couple times when I've come in here and you were out. It's like, how could you not stock this for me personally when it's so amazing? It's tough because there's no real good replacement around here that you can get.
Yeah, this is the secret. It's just nature. Go back to nature. This is the secret.
So show me some of the stuff that you have going here. What's behind the refrigerator freezer door?
Yeah, here are the ice cream. So this is like a magic vanilla. Golden milk is very popular. Golden milk has also anti-inflammatory effects. It's with turmeric, cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, cardamom, black pepper. This ice cream is also for dogs. Dogs like the mamey. That's like a sweet potato. And I put cinnamon in there. So this is only 4 ingredients. Yeah, the chocolate.
Is that for people also, or just dogs?
Everybody loves this.
My dog likes everything. So.
I think your dog tried it also.
He liked it.
Yeah.
He said to tell you it was very good. Cosmo said to tell you he loved it.
Yeah. The passion fruit is also only made from coconut milk, dates, and passion fruit. And the other thing, this ice cream is actually raw food because I make the coconut milk by myself. So I chop the coconuts, and then from the meat I make the coconut milk fresh. This fresh coconut milk turns into ice cream then.
See, that's a commitment. I've tried making almond milk, and it's not that difficult to do. It tastes really good, but it still takes time. It's a commitment.
The coconuts, they need a lot of time. So yeah, but for me it's kind of meditation. I love coconuts. They healed me, and I love everything with coconuts. So.
Okay, and then.
And another thing. What I created, this is so popular. This is like a vegan Nutella. It's with hazelnuts, cashews, coconut sugar, cacao, vanilla, and a little bit of coconut oil. And this is really, really, really popular.
I would hope so, because my kids like the real, actual Nutella. And if you read what's in that, that stuff is lethal. That is crap. So if I brought this to my children, how would they like this taste? I think that would be a tough sell. It's probably more for people like us.
They will love it.
You think they would love it?
Yeah, they will.
Money back guarantee on that?
I give you 100% guarantee.
I would feel too bad bringing it back because they're a tough audience. They don't like the ice cream.
But they will like this.
Okay.
Everybody likes.
I push the ice cream all the time, but they just look at me like, Dad, I'm going to eat this garbage that I like. I'm not going to have your healthy ice cream.
Don't tell them that's healthy Nutella. Just give it to them.
I'm going to have to buy that because I cringe every time they eat Nutella.
Yeah, Nutella is the original.
Isn't the first ingredient palm oil in it, I think?
And it's a lot of chemicals are inside, but this is real food.
Okay, put that aside so I can buy one of those from you. All right, so you also make stuff here. You have different specials and things that you cook up. How do you come up with these recipes when I come in and I see you've got muffins or you've got a little pie?
So the muffins, those are actually from my daughter. She made, because I don't bake anymore. I just make raw food, cakes.
Okay.
But she makes these muffins. Those are bananas, oat flour, coconut sugar, and the whipped cream is with vegan butter and coconut sugar and vanilla. So,
well, here's my question, because my wife likes to eat healthy, but she does not like the food that I like. So if I come in here and really like something, she does not like it. Does your family like the food that you make, or are you the only one that eats like this?
Yeah, they do.
They
were skeptical in the beginning when I started with all this raw food and when I started experimenting. But for example, the tiramisu, everybody likes.
Okay, now tell me about the stuff you have over there behind you over your right shoulder, because there's some things I come in and buy that some of that stuff all the time. I love your cereal that you make. You make that here?
Yeah.
And then what's in that makes it so good?
The cereal is with oats, almonds, coconut flakes, mulberries.
And then there's another thing you make. I forget what the name of it is in the brown.
Kale chips?
Yes.
The kale chips are made with cashews, lime juice, curry, and coconut aminos. This is like a soy sauce replacement, a natural soy sauce replacement.
Yeah, I went to one alleged healthy eating place here, and the woman was still using soy sauce in her gluten-free dishes. And I said, why won't you just switch? And she just rolled her eyes and said she wasn't going to switch. So, I mean, that's a big deal to some eaters. They don't want soy sauce in their food.
I never use soy sauce. So soy is actually not good at all for us. And I replaced everything as well as nutritional yeast. I couldn't recommend.
Would you ever eat soybeans?
No.
We don't eat those either.
No. I don't eat soy at all. Because when I was really into to heal this, I figured out gluten, soy, processed sugar, this is poison. And it's actually poison for everybody. Soy is so manipulated, it's GMO, so I could never ever recommend soy. So I don't use soy at all.
Yeah, the doctor that told me not to eat gluten and dairy anymore said also never have soy. And so
it's a good doctor.
Yeah, I mean, I think he saved my life. I mean, I think I was
Yeah.
going downhill fast. And so I just believe that makes a major difference. But most people still fight it.
They don't care. Sometimes they have to get really, really, really sick that they don't know what to do anymore. And when they come to this point, they want to, or they open up to change their nutrition. But I also know people, it's all bullshit, and they have a lot of health issues, and they never question, maybe it could be the gluten or anything what I'm eating. Dairy is also very bad for us. But not everybody is open to change or to make some switches. So.
Now you have this small business in Tampa, Florida. Where do you see it going? Can you ship stuff around the country? Are you just happy having your piece of the market here that you get? Where do you see long term?
So long term is definitely to bring it out to the big stores. I get questions if we can ship it or if they can buy it all parts of the country. And we are working on it right now to find a producer that we can get the ice cream out to the big stores, and then you can buy it everywhere. So this is one thing. We are shipping now like the Nutella. So the stuff, the dry stuff, we can ship already. Yeah, and we're working on it that it really grows into a big worldwide thing, hopefully. So this here is our new sitting and chilling area. I met actually also a German guy at the beach, and I told him and his friend, hey, come over here, eat some ice cream. And when he saw this, he said, oh, this is amazing. I want to build something for you outside. And I said, yeah, go ahead. And this is what he did. So you can sit here. And this is the patio. We have to get some more herbs, plants for relaxing. Hammock.
You know, this is the one thing that I used to say to you when I first started coming in. You just had those two chairs out front, so there wasn't any place to really sit.
Yeah, yeah.
So now people can just come chill out here. Very nice. Now you said something interesting inside. So people told you were crazy. Tell me that story when you said you wanted to start a business like this. What were people telling you?
Yeah, everybody told me I'm crazy. What are you doing? And because when you're on this health journey, you probably know this also. Everybody thinks you're nuts, you're this. And my niche is very specific. Everybody told me I'm crazy and it's too risky, but I just wanted to do it because I wanted to share this passion and bring it out to the market. There is really something clean, healthy, and very tasty. So it's simple. It's easy, simple. Like I said, it's just here. When I was traveling all the time, I never could find anything, and I had always my suitcase full of tools. I had a small blender in my suitcase, and I had a suitcase full of tools that I can prepare my own food. So this was one of the reasons why I really wanted to open a clean place where you can, like you, can just come and enjoy and don't have to question maybe there could be this or that inside, because I guarantee that it's really clean and safe. But I think people are not aware enough that gluten is so bad for us, and it's because they are all the time they're telling us this is good, they bring new stuff to the market, and we are so overwhelmed from everything, and we are so busy with everything that nobody takes really care anymore. And probably you have to get really, really, really sick that you finally realize that there must be something else. And a lot of our food are really bad drugs for us. So, but nobody's realizing this.
Wake up call.
Yeah. And this is what I really hope that I can wake people up through food, through healthy food, and yeah.
Well, you've made dessert fun for me again. So thank you, and thank you for your time today.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining me on this week's Tell Us How to Make It Better podcast. All the information to get in touch with Simone is in the show notes. And if you have any questions or comments for me, there's a contact form in the show notes. I'd love to hear from you. Get your thoughts on segments you've seen or anything you'd like to see in the future. And also all of our social media to follow us. And if you enjoyed the podcast, please share it with other people and leave a review. Thanks again for listening. See you next time.